joined by senior co-captain Musa Qongo.
4-0. That's pretty. I mean, the onslaught was like 4.5 minutes. What happened there? Like, what did you see in terms of what changed to just ignite that thing? Because it didn't seem to stop.
Yeah, I think the boys have been really hungry recently. I think obviously coming back from a couple of losses, we just really, with these two home games that we had this week, we just really wanted to give our fans and our families something to look forward to. We wanted to show them what we're really capable of as a team. And I think everyone just being humble enough to accept that this is going to take a team effort. I think that's what we did today. So, yeah.
Your first career goal as a Blue Jay, how did it? I mean, you hit that thing. I don't even know if you can hit a ball harder than that. Like, were you nervous that you had maybe put too much on it, or were you just trying to put a hole in the net?
To be honest, I always joke around with my teammates at practice. Like I love playing like in a more attacking position in practice. So as soon as Callum had the ball, I just made a forward run and I asked him play me the ball, and he played me. And as soon as I took a touch, I actually joked around with him afterwards, and I said I completely just zoned out and didn't even bother looking at the goalkeeper. I was like, this is stuff that I practice and work really hard on at practice. And I was like, I'm just gonna strike the ball like I do at practice. And yeah, luckily for me, it went in goal, and yeah, it was an unbelievable feeling.
Did it catch you off guard, the amount of space that UIC was kind of conceding in that 20-yard, just outside the box area? Because it seemed like you were, at first there was a lot of connection trying to be made there, thinking that UIC was going to apply some pressure, and then once they didn't, you guys just started to take advantage of that in that stretch.
Yeah, no, of course. I think one thing we've really worked a lot on at practice is just being patient, especially when we get into the opponent's half. So I think, like if you look at our goals today, we weren't necessarily in a rush to go 2 or 3 passes and shoot and get a goal. I think we moved the ball around really well, and obviously the quicker we move the ball, the more spaces we create for ourselves. So I think we were just able to just move the ball really quickly, less touches, and that's what I think just naturally opened up the gaps for us.
Gotcha. I think Paul talked about after the UNO match, like that this match was an opportunity just for you guys to stay out of conference and show that you can, beat teams outside your league, right? But a performance like this obviously reinforces that idea that you guys are pretty good. You put a tough schedule, and then you can beat teams outside your league. How do you transfer it back now into Big East play? Because it's just a different style of teams know you better, you know them better. It's just a grind of a league. Like, what do you take from this, and how do you build off of it instead of just kind of reverting back to some of the things that have bitten you guys throughout the season?
I think the key point we can take out of this is to just stay as humble and hungry as we've been this week. I think in these last 2 games we've really played as a team. It's not been about myself as an individual or anyone else. It's been us. It's been we. And I think these 2 games actually for us it's 2 positive results that will actually give us that motivation going into Big East play. And I think we actually still have a point to prove in the Big East. And I definitely think going forward, we'll be able to show the nation what we can do in the Big East as well.
I guess, what do you take from this overall performance, right? Because this is a complete one. This feels like this is one you've maybe been hunting for this season, where you can just, pepper a team, not let up, and then also put a clean sheet together while playing a lot of players at the same time.
For sure, yeah. No, all around, I think it's a good collective effort tonight, and something that we can build upon. Again, I talked about it on Wednesday, being able to pick up momentum and going through this 8-game stretch in a matter of 4 weeks. And so there's got to be some rotation, and there's got to be some togetherness. And I thought as a group, we were able to go out and execute and keep a very good UIC team away from our goal, and it's good to bang in a couple of goals as well for ourselves.
Yeah, this is a team they're the only team to score twice on St. Louis. Is obviously a top 15 team this year. Like, does this feel like your A game so far, considering the opponent and the performance so far?
Obviously a very good team to have a good performance against, but I think there's still a lot more that we can give. Our group has a lot more to show and a lot more to give, and I'm confident that we'll continue to be diligent and work and get towards our goal.
What did you think about the quality of the goals tonight? It seemed like, I don't know if I could describe them in a certain way, but it just felt like UIC was maybe giving you guys some space in that mid, like right approaching the box area, and maybe you guys just decided to be really aggressive with it and take advantage of it.
Yeah, I think we showed some patience. Again, we enjoy being able to have possession in our opponent's defensive third, but I didn't think we rushed the moment in regards to attacking their goal. Point in case, Jackson's through ball into Guti. Guti's very good diagonal run, and Callum's cutback pass into Musa. Those were two very, very, very nice goals. And obviously we were able to get one off a set piece. Anytime you can be dangerous off a set piece, I'm glad Manu was able to get his noggin on it. And I think we were a little fortunate with Mile's shot. I think there was a bit of a deflection, but nonetheless, a spectacular goal. And so, I commend those guys for staying patient, staying diligent, and then the group as a whole to be able to get the clean sheet and make 2 clean sheets in a row is stellar.
Yeah, while you're on the clean sheet, 4 shots, none of them on target, so that's, you're keeping pressure off your keeper there. How did you guys do that from a defensive standpoint tonight?
We want to be aggressive in our defensive pressure, especially as the ball gets closer to our goal. And I think the guys were doing a good job at making sure they're applying pressure on the ball when possible, but most definitely in our half. We don't want teams to come in here and have joy on the ball and have the possession over long periods of times where we're on the back foot, and so we want to make sure that we're aggressive and stepping out to the ball.
Musa's goal, that dude, he's your captain, left back. He doesn't get many opportunities like that, so it's it's neat to see him take advantage of it, especially as aggressive as he was in taking that shot. What does it mean to see a guy like that get to celebrate one when he's usually the one taking him away?
Yeah, no, absolutely. And we always have a running joke with him in practice because he hits these cannons in practice when we do finishing. And so it was great to see him get on the board tonight, and the way that he hit that ball, it just flew off his foot, and so I'm happy for him.
I think the common theme with you and the players after Indiana and Ohio State was belief. Maybe you guys started to find some belief in yourselves. What are the wins over UNO and UIC reinforce for you going back into Big East play now? What's the overarching theme in your opinion?
It's huge, man. Confidence is everything, regardless of what you're doing. Whether you're playing an instrument, working at a corporate bank, or playing soccer, confidence is everything. And these 2 victories will make leaps and bounds for us mentally, and collectively as a group. I think you just don't believe in yourself, but you believe in the guy next to you, and I think that makes the world a difference.
Yeah, I think that Musa mentioned that a couple times tonight. Was like he feels like there's more of an us feel to it than maybe even the success that you guys had earlier in the season, where it just wasn't. It was confidence building, but it wasn't necessarily an us thing. Do you feel like it's different now? Do you feel like the team has a little bit more of a collective understanding of what it takes to be successful, that it's more of a group part of it than it is an individual part of it?
I absolutely, for sure, agree with that, and that and I think we're starting to see how hard it is. Mm-hmm. There's no easy game. Mm-hmm. There's no easy game. Every game that we play in is a tough game, and I think guys understand that. And this week we had a couple of injuries too. One to a big guy for us, who's Luke Mitchell, mm-hmm. And unfortunately he's now going to have a season-ending injury. Oh, really? And so I think guys understand even more so now why it is that we have to stay together and work collectively and help each other out, because at the end of the day, anybody could be susceptible to an injury that could put you out for long periods of time, mm-hmm. Or even the entire season. So I think we're slowly understanding how important it is to be tight and united as a group.